Hello everyone, I'm going to talk to you about your Chapter 3 project that you will be doing in the groups that were assigned last week. So there's 3 parts to this and I want to go over how they work. So first, when you come into your Module 2 and you go into the Group 3, first thing to do, make sure you watch the video trainings, which will tell you about theories and stuff like that, just to give you some background. But for the group project, everything is in here. Now to start, watch the tutorials. So when you click it, you'll go to a step and it'll open into one of the videos for you to watch. This will actually explain every single part of this assignment, so you want to do this first. You can also do it as you go because these will be popping up throughout the whole thing, but these are absolutely necessity. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're creating 3 parts as a group. 2 parts are actually will be doing together. 1 part you'll have a little individual. So the first thing you have to do is you have to meet for the DID. Now, in order to do this, you need this file right here. So if you click to open it, what you see is the directions. So you're going to work together for each part to come up with a lesson plan. Now the idea is you are going to make one topic that you could cover together. So think about let's take a science project. Let's take dissecting frogs. There would be 2 parts of the lesson plan. There would be one day where you're teaching about it, one day where they're doing it kind of aspect. You are each going to be combining into this one. So you need to pick one topic that you can each make a different lesson on. Now to help out with this, when you look over here, it says Sample DID Lesson Plan. So this is a vowels unit. So it shows what the steps are for each one for the DID, and then it also shows the lesson planners. So like this one, you notice this is a 3-day planner. So for this would be a 3-student group. This would be one person does one day, one person does another day, one person does another day. So the concept is that it's one unit lesson that you can have 3 different lesson plans created for. So you can use this as something to help you out as you're writing it. Now all of the instructions are actually on that D&D. So it says for each steps below in the shaded box, all you do is you click to make it enable editing, and then when you click here, so you can go ahead and type whatever you want in here. Make sure you answer each of the questions. And you want to remember, this is going to be about the grade level that you guys are chosen because you were put together for a reason. It's either because of a specific topic that you said you were focusing on or specific grades. So answer the questions together to figure out what kind of lesson plan you're going to create. What are the expectations? What should they know by now? All that kind of stuff. And then you go on the objectives. What are the purpose of the lesson plans you're going to try to do? So you'll actually have to figure out who's going to do what kind of a lesson plan so that you can do this. Then you're going to go through and make sure you go through everything. So what kind of activities need to be made? What kind of do you have to change the classroom space, put them in circles, anything like that? What kind of technologies do you need? What kind of revisions? Now, the way this one is going to work, step 6, you do not do until after you get to the end. So if you look at this, there's 3 steps. There's the DID, then you actually create the lesson plan. So remember, so like this. And we'll do the action plan in a minute. But then the last question is more of the evaluating design. So you can actually do that after you guys have gotten together and discussed your lesson plan. But you just do this as a group. So you have all those questions that you'll answer. Like I said, you can leave this for after so you can decide what you would have to revise if you were going to try to do this lesson plan again. Now for the lesson plan, there's a document for that too. So each of you will actually create your own of these. So it shows the same kind of aspects. You'll write it in the boxes. So you'll go through and you're actually going to create a lesson plan. Now to do this, you use your DID that you've done so far because this is just part of how you're going to do your DID. So you prepare the lesson, you decide what kind of stuff needs to be done. So like I said, just use your sample here so it shows each of the steps. So you can decide what kind of lesson plan you're going to do. So are you doing adding and subtracting, or adding, going from multiple or single numbers to multiple numbers? You know, single numbers one day, multiple numbers the next. Are you doing a vocab lesson? Are you going to do a science lesson? Something like that. And you're actually going to explain how you're going to go about doing this. Now, once you do that, you're going to get back together in the second week with your group in order to go over your lesson plans. Now, this is a way to share feedback to make sure that you are happy with what you've done. Then, as a group, you're going to create the lesson planner. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a document version of the lesson planner. For this one, you're actually just going to have to type it up because for some reason, the document wouldn't upload. So you would type up all the answers to the questions, so what are you going to have to do to prepare the learners? What do they need first? If you're going to have a lesson where you're going to have a game, what props do you need? If you're going to be doing something that might require movement, do you have to move anything around? This is just kind of like your prep work of what you're going to have to do. So when you look at this, there's your action plan. Now notice this is just one document. So whoever's lesson is going first, you'll put your stuff in here. Then whoever's lesson is going second, you'll just add it all together. So it's not just one lesson, it's all of the lessons. So this way you're going to finish it off as a team. Now for this, one person will submit the DID for your group and one person will submit the action plan. But for your lesson plans, you are submitting those individually. Now to do this, you're going to use the Blackboard Collaborate. Now I do have a video right here that kind of walks you through Collaborate. All you have to do when it's time to meet, click the group board, click Join, click the meeting. This will open it up into a nice little section. And then you can have your conversations in there. So it's set up for all of you to be the moderator, so you can do whatever you need to do. If you want to put up a document or something like that, just to kind of show you, I'm going to show you what I mean. Now you can't actually upload anything. So if you want to, write something on here, you can just click that, type that, and type it out. But the video does all that. My suggestion is to use a Google Docs, because then you can just post a link right here and you guys can both make edits in the Google Docs and then have one person submit it. So that's the basics. I will be in the group meetings as long as they aren't during one of my class. And then except for one day I won't be available. But other than that, I will be there to answer questions if you have any. But they are pretty self-explanatory in the detail that they give. So you shouldn't have too many troubles. But remember, the big thing that you absolutely want to remember is to watch those videos. These videos are the exact things you really want. So you've got more videos in here that will help out as well. How to build a daily lesson plan, how to make action steps. So there's plenty of videos to help you in your quest to do this. And then there's where you turn them in. So if you have any questions, please email me. If not, good luck.